What's up guys, soon we will be holding iPhones with USB-C ports instead of the legendary Lightning. For the first time, Apple officially confirmed that an iPhone with USB-C is indeed coming. At a Wall Street Journal event, Apple's Vice President of Worldwide Marketing, Greg Joswiak, stated that despite the disagreement between Apple and the EU on the matter, the tech giant will have to comply with the EU's new Standard Chartered Directive. As you probably know, the EU wants USB-C ports to become mandatory on all devices by 2024. The EU's demand aims to improve consumer convenience and reduce electronic waste by allowing customers to use a single charger for all their devices. But when can we expect Apple to release an iPhone with USB-C? Well, unfortunately, Joswiak didn't say. However, the rumor mill suggests that next year's iPhone 15 lineup will actually feature a USB-C port instead of Lightning. In a tweet back in May, analyst Min-Chi Kuo stated that his latest at that time survey indicates that Apple will release an iPhone with USB-C in the second half of 2023. A few days later, Mark Gurman from Bloomberg also reiterated Kuo's rumor by claiming that Apple is indeed testing iPhone models with USB-C port, and if the company continues with its test, it will most likely release an iPhone with USB-C around 2023. We are obviously not talking about the budget-friendly 4th-gen iPhone SE, which is likely to break cover in early 2023 with a design reminiscent of 2018's iPhone XR, but the high-end iPhone 15 lineup. Regardless of possible branding revisions, this is widely expected to include 4 main variants, and in addition to a larger number of cameras and a faster processor, the 2 premium models could gain a couple of other important upgrades over the standard members of the iPhone 15 roster. Don't expect to hear this from Apple, as the company considers it irrelevant for the iOS user experience, but the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max or Ultra could share an 8GB RAM count, eclipsing the entire iPhone 14 lineup and presumably the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus by a solid 2 gigs of the good stuff. According to TrendForce analysis, the chances of this upgrade finally materializing next year are high, which is not exactly surprising given that many insiders and tipsters had previously anticipated the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max would make the same jump from 6 to 8 gigs of memory this year. Apple reportedly wants the enhanced memory count to match its new processor, which almost certainly means the Pro members of its iPhone 15 family will pack in an A17 Bionic Silicon, while the Vanilla and Plus models are likely to settle for borrowing the A16 Bionic from the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. Although Apple could technically postpone the iPhone's obligatory switch from Lightning to USB-C connectivity until 2024, the latter universal port is likely to be embraced in 2023 by the full iPhone 15 quartet. The gap between the camera capabilities of the Pro and non-Pro iPhones meanwhile is tipped to further widen in 2023 with the help of a periscope telephoto lens on the back of the Pro Max or Ultra model. Apart from sharing the above predictions on the specs and features of next year's iPhone 15 series, TrendForce is also publishing some iPhone 14 and overall iPhone sales estimates for 2022 today. Apple apparently still expects to improve its 2021 global handset shipment total by almost 3%. That would bring this year's tally up to around 240 million units, of which the iPhone 14 family is likely to account for 36%. That's certainly not bad for roughly 3.5 months of commercial availability around the world, and of course the overall solid box office performance is mainly owed to the exceptional demand generated by the 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max models. The ultra high-end duo has reportedly jumped from an originally planned 50% share of iPhone 14 series production to 60%, with Apple strongly considering boosting that number in the near future to 65% as it continues to reduce 14 Plus manufacturing and distribution due to weak demand. Unfortunately for the Cupertino-based tech giant, the economic climate that's already caused great pain for many other smartphone vendors is expected to lead to a pretty serious decline in iPhone production as well, starting in Q1 2023. That suggests the iPhone SE 4 couldn't come soon enough and at a low enough price to help Apple fend off these unfavorable market conditions. Good luck to Apple and good luck to you all guys, thanks for watching, see you in the next video.